A major political story developing right now. Rahm Emanuel conceding that he does not have enough votes to avoid a runoff for re-election to a second term as mayor. Good evening to you. I'm Dick Johnson in for Rob Stafford.
And I'm Allison Rosati. A huge story developing right now in Decision 2015. The race for mayor of Chicago is going into extra innings. Mayor Rahm Emanuel has failed to get the 50% plus one of the vote, so he will meet the second place finisher tonight, Cook County Commissioner Jesus Chuy Garcia, in a runoff in April.
Here are the latest vote totals at this point. You can see the vote totals for Emanuel and Garcia, and Willie Wilson in third place saying tonight he is the reason that forced the runoff.
We have reporters stationed across the city to bring you reaction from the candidates and their supporters to tonight's vote. Tonight's results are a big setback for Mayor Rahm Emanuel. He amassed a $15 million campaign war chest and yet could not avoid a runoff with County Commissioner Chuy Garcia.
NBC5's Marianne Ahern is live at the Emanuel campaign headquarters right now. Marianne, what is the reaction there?
Well, Dick and Allison, it doesn't get much more stunning in Chicago politics than this. Mayor Emanuel outspent his opponents 10-1, received the major newspaper endorsements and even a presidential visit. But yes, he is headed to an April 7th runoff. It started very early this morning. He was out and about trying to make that phone banking. He heads to that first mayor runoff in 16 years since we went to a consolidated election. His supporters, though, cheered him on, as Emanuel still does finish in first place.
We have come a long way in 4 short years towards.
Election day started with phone banking on the south side. Mayor Rahm Emanuel working the African-American neighborhoods where he needed a strong turnout. The mayor wanted to avoid a runoff, and just 5 days ago, President Barack Obama announced the Pullman Park as a national landmark, coinciding with a stop with Emanuel campaign volunteers. However, voters have said, let's take a second look at who will be Chicago's mayor.
He's in first place. He is positioned to win.
We are with David Axelrod, a dear friend of Rahm Emanuel's. Where do you go with this?
Well, I heard you say it doesn't get more stunning than this. You just haven't lived long enough. I've seen a lot of stunning things, and this isn't that high up in the pantheon of stunning things because it's very hard in my experience to win a multi-candidate race when there are several candidates who are spending money, who have constituencies. And what you saw was that at work tonight, Willie Wilson, for example, got 20% of the African-American vote. He, of course, won't be in the runoff. Bob Fioretti got, in some wards, as much as 35% of the vote. He won't be in the primary. So in the runoff. So I suspect it's going to be a different kind of election come April.
Thank you so much. We appreciate your time.
Okay.
Game on. We'll be at it for another 6 weeks, Dick and Allison.
Thanks so much, Marianne.